What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr Wargames, and I'm bringing to you guys, as you can see, a deck profile for Blue Eyes White Dragon post, Battle of Chaos, that was it? Yeah, that's the set. Battle of Chaos, using the brand new Blue Eyes support. This is also including the high speed, Synchro, Wind Synchro, Legendary Duelist set, and so on and so forth. So basically every set that is coming out up to Battle of Chaos, this is a deck profile that includes all of it. So there's a lot of proxies in this deck, even proxies of released cards that but I don't want to be swapping them in and out, so I just made proxies for them, but you'll see that in the profile itself. I'll also do a quick 2-card combo at the end for Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's nice and easy for the deck with all the new support. That gives you like two to three disruptions, which is on hand for 2 cards for Blue Eyes. Very nice indeed. So before I get to this, if you enjoy this, give us a like and subscribe down below, ding that notification bell, because obviously if you enjoy a person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that, and all of that is greatly appreciated, and we thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, also a big shout out as always to Adam Mac 95 on DeviantArt for the amazing proxies that you can print out yourself. Let's get into this profile. So I want to obviously say 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. The only reason I'm using these ones is just because they are the nice starter deck Kyber ones, but I also like the other ones as well from the movie, because I just love the realistic Blue Eyes as well. But any Blue Eyes works, you just gotta play 3 of them. Obviously 2 alternative dragons. Alternative is just nice in this deck. It's just a nice free start, nice free extender in the deck that also removes cards on the board. Alternative is alternative. I also play 1 of the brand new Blue Eyes Jet Dragons and 1 Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. If you don't want to play Spirit, you can also play the Deep Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon as well. That's another thing that you can do just for additional searching consistency that way. But the brand new Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, if you don't know what it does, is 3000 attack and 0 defense, dragon level 8 light. Other cards you control cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. You can only use each of the following effects of Jet Dragon once per turn, and you can only activate this. You can only activate them while Blue Eyes is on the field or in graveyard. If your cards on the field is destroyed by a card or by battle or card effect, you can disperse this card from your graveyard or hand. And then at the start of the damage step, if this card battles, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and return it to the hand. Being a Blue Eyes monster means that you summon this during your end combo with White Stone of Ancients, giving you board protection as well as disruption if he does battle as well. So overall, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon is a nice one of definitely. 3, the Tyrant of D. Finally, I love to see that we can actually main deck a Lord of D monster in the deck for Kyber, and it's great because Tyrant D is amazing. He's a level 4 dark spellcaster with 1200 attack and 11 defense. If you control a Blue Eyes monster, you can choose the attack targets for your opponent's attacks. You can only use each of the following effects of Tyrant of D once per turn. You can send a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or deck to grave and special this card from your hand. You can discard a Blue Eyes White Dragon or a card that specifically lists in its text and target a Blue Eyes in your graveyard and special summon it. What's great is that as long as you have a valid target already in graveyard, if you really need to, you can actually summon back the thing that you discard, following the same rulings as things like Cyber Dragon Nova, which is very fantastic. But the fact that it unclogs your hand and unclogs your deck, dicks those Blue Eyes out and gets them into the graveyard where they need to be, for most of your players, is absolutely fantastic. Being an extender as well is brilliant. Overall, Tyrant of D just does a lot for the deck for as minimum as you may think that he does. 3 copies of Sage of Eyes of Blue is still very, very important. The thing that you're going to be searching most of the time with Sage, especially in the combat I'm going to show you, is the White Stone of Legend. But we also play the 3 Ancients as well for your end phase summoning and also recurrence as well. Another thing that you can search with Sage in the later games is Effect Veiler, and to round up the main deck, yes, I did proxy 3 copies of Ash Blossom because all my other Ashes are in other decks, so that's that. Let me just quickly do something with the camera. Get rid of that. Put that back. There we go. Apologies for that. I use my phone and my phone's just telling me you're dying. Like I'm dying. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Keep recording, mate. Yes, so that's it for monsters. Moving on to spells. Like, you don't watch my profiles in particular for quality control. 3 trading. Trading's consistency. You draw, you ditch and draw. 3 melody of awakening dragons. Like, you know, you ditch and search too. Brilliant. Yes, this is a more non-budget version of the deck, but obviously take the high valued cards out and put in whatever you want. I did use a profile reference to make this as well, this profile in particular as well, but also adding in my own personal text and tech choices. But yeah, if you can afford them, cross out Designator. Ash hurts this deck a lot. Ash, Veil, Ash, Imperm, all those kind of hand traps, especially Ash in particular, considering you saw how many times we like to search, discard, anything like that. So being able to hit those cards with cross out Designator and obviously Call by the Grave, just really does help the consistency and the power plays of this deck, and being able to just get through that initial hand trap. After that, you're good to go. Like, you set up your board, you're just like, yeah, cool, whatever you do, I'm just gonna, you know, negate, protect, disrupt, bounce, destroy, all that kind of stuff. So being able to, again, if you can afford them, once this deck obviously comes out, because again, this is far into the future, so hopefully by the time the Battle of Chaos comes out, you can actually get your own crossouts. Crossout then does help a lot. If you can't get crossout, if you're not going to worry about crossout, and all that, so on and so forth, talents is the next best thing. In all honesty, talents is just the next best thing, personally. But yeah, that's it for that. 1 Ultimate Fusion. I just love this card so much. So there's a quick play fusion spell. During the main phase, fusion summon a fusion monster that lists Blue Eyes White Dragon or Ultimate Dragon as material by shuffling fusion materials listed on it from your hand, field, or graveyard into the deck. Then you can destroy your face-up cards controls up to the number of Blue Eyes White Dragon and Ultimate Dragons. Use first fusion material from the field. You can activate 1 Ultimate Fusion per turn. Ultimate Fusion is just a fantastic fusion spell for the deck. Finally, it's not along the lines of the very nice fusion counterpart that I requested in many podcast episodes, but what we got is fantastic enough. I love this card so much. I would play 2, but 1's more than enough, because when you are playing things like True Light, which then just grabs it straight out, and so on and so forth. But yeah, Ultimate Fusion, fantastic card. I am also taking in the 1 Piercing Darkness. You can spam Blue Eyes very easily in this deck now. Like, the amount of times you're just constantly getting the Blue Eyes on board, this is definitely on play. You're pretty much guaranteed to get an upstart off the effect, but then after the first turn, you're getting draw and draw. This will then be +1, +2, so on and so forth. So Piercing Darkness is a nice little spicy tech that you can play in this deck. If you don't want to play it, take it out. I'll probably put in like another True Light personally, or another Revival card, because I've actually cut down on the Revival cards because you don't really need that many, in all honesty, personally. 1 Monster Reborn, just generic Revival, and 1 Dragon Revival Rhapsody. I think this is now, thanks to Tyrant of D and so on, Rhapsody is better than Revival Dragon Lords, because yeah, Dragon Lords gives you that protection, and that's what I'd probably put in for Piercing Darkness. But this now, thanks to all the spellcasters we actually made in the deck, this is a 2-for-1 Revival, which is just absolutely fantastic. And so yeah, there's more limitations on this as well compared to like Return of Dragon Lords, but in testing at the moment, I'm really liking this card. Moving on to traps, I'm waiting for my others to arrive in the post, but 2 copies of True Light. The True Light's just a fantastic card. Continuous trap card. Your opponent cannot target Blue Eyes White Dragon in your monster zone with card effects. Is this face-up card sent from the spawn trap card zone to the graveyard? Destroy all monsters you control. You can use the following effects of True Light once per turn. Special summon Blue Eyes from your hand or grave. Set one spell trap card directly from your deck. Specifically list Blue Eyes White Dragon as text with a different name from cards you control and in your graveyard. Set Ultimate Fusion. Activate it. Get your big dragon out. Like, True Light's is a brilliant card now. To me personally, it is better than Bingo Mission Go. And so that's why I'm playing that over Bingo Mission Go. You can also set Ultimate Creature of Destruction. So Ultimate Creature is now a much better card now thanks to True Light. And so I think definitely the 2-1 ratio is nice and consistent. So I'm trying that out personally and seeing how it fully goes. At the moment, I'm really liking. And yes, even with the reprint, I have proxied 2 imperms for this deck. This is basically, the way I'm treating this Blue Eyes deck is that it is a tester deck to try out all the brand new cards until they're officially out. So that's why a lot of this will be proxied. If I ever do make updates, do bear that in mind as well. Like, a lot of this deck will just be constantly proxied because, again, like, I'm waiting, until I play this deck, I'm waiting for Battle of Chaos because in my eyes there's no point to play this deck until that stuff comes out because it just makes the deck so much better. Yeah, so that's the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck. For fusions, I'm playing the 1 Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, 1 Twin Burst, and 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Alternative. Unfortunately, I could not put Neo Ultimate in this deck, but yeah, so that's why this is there. So the brand new Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon is a level 8 Dragon Fusion. Takes a Blue Eyes and a Dragon monster must first be either Fusion summoned or Special summoned from your egg ship by attributing a Blue Eyes White Dragon equipped with a Fusion monster, aka Tyrant Burst Dragon. Unaffected by trap effects, this card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each, and once per turn at the end of the damage step. If this card battles, you can set a trap card from the graveyard to your trap zone, spell trap zone. AKA, you're going to be setting things like True Light, Imperm, and your Ultimate Creature of Destruction to give your board more protection, more searching, and just more disruptions as well. We all know what Twin Burst does, and we all know what Ultimate Alternative does. For Synchros, I'm playing the 1 Spirit, 1 Azure Eyes, 1 Black Rose Moonlight, 1 Formula Synchron, and then the 1 Baroness de Fleur. This comes out in High Speed Riders, the Wind Synchro set, so you can pick this up. It's going to be high in value, in all honesty, because it's probably like the best card in the set, but definitely pick one of those up. If not, Satellite Warrior also works. This is supposed to be a AA Zeus that's in another deck at the moment. So yeah, 1 AA Zeus, 1 Sky Prison, 1 Titanic Galaxy, and then the 1 Divine Dragonite Felgrand. I think these just all fit the bill for rank 8, so it just covers all of your grounds personally, and so I picked those. The 1 Christian Haki Fibrax, 1 Verte Anaconda, and then the 1 Link Reaver. You don't have to play Verte, you can play any other Link 2 that you want. I just gone for Verte, just another way to set off my Ultimate Fusion if I do so need it. So that's it for the main deck and extra deck. Let me just quickly zoom out a little bit and just show you what the Tyrant of D and the new stuff can do. So if you open up Tyrant of D and Sage with Eyes of Blue, this is probably like your main 2-card combo in the deck for me personally, or at least this is what I built the deck around, these 2 cards in particular. So firstly, you're going to activate your Tyrant of D. You're going to send the Blue Eyes from deck to grave, and you're going to special summon the Tyrant of D. You're going to normal summon your Sage with Eyes of Blue, and then you're going to add from your deck to hand the White Stone of Ancients. From here, you're going to actually add your, you can add, I believe, either. I'm going to add the White Stone of Legend. From here, you're going to use the Tyrant of D. You're going to ditch the White Stone of Legend, and you're going to special summon back the Blue Eyes White Dragon from your graveyard. So I believe you can also, or one card specifically lists it. Yeah, so that's why you add the White Stone of Legend, because he specifically lists Blue Eyes. So you ditch the Legend, special summon back the Blue Eyes. The Legend activates and gets you another Blue Eyes from deck to hand. Sit nicely deck thin. So you're then going to link these two off because it's a tuner and non-tuner, or a tuner and a monster in particular. You can summon your Yugioh Hackly Vibrax. This is then going to summon your White Stone of Ancients from your deck. You're then going to synchro these. This is a very simple combo, but it's a very nice simple combo personally for a deck like this. You can special summon your Spirit from your deck. From the extra deck. Then at the end phase, your White Stone of Ancients activates and summons you a Blue Eyes from deck, so you can summon out your Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. And then from there, you're going to pass turn. Simple as that. What this ends on is you've got a Graveyard Disruption here. You've got a Board Protection here. So yeah, other cards you control cannot be destroyed by current card effects, so that's just a blanket protection from here on here. From here, you can then use your Spirit. You can then ditch it and summon out either Black Rose, Moonlight Dragon for another disruption in terms of a bounce, or if you wanted to go for the later game, you can summon your Azure Eyes, which gives you more protection as well. But let's say you go for a Moonlight, that gives you another bounce. From here, you can banish your Yugioh Hackly Vibrax. You can summon out your Formless Synchron. This gets you a draw. So you draw, oh look, I drew Blue Eyes. From here, you can then use your that and synchro off into Baroness de Fleur, which is even more disruptions from there. So a nice little simple 2-card combo using everything coming up to Battle of Chaos. Guys, hope you enjoy this deck profile and little combo. Post down your comments down below what you think of the brand new Blue Eyes support, what you're going to be doing with the brand new Blue Eyes support, and everything so on and so forth. I'd like to hear your thoughts. So always like, comment and subscribe. Till next time, as always, happy dueling.